If we want to see how our relationship are sustained, how they will thrive in our life, right? Is there anything which can stop our relationship? Is there anything which can be problematic for our relationships? Then we can have to see second house and also to some extent fifth house from the Venus. If we want to see how our professional life will go, will there be a major break? Is there any pattern that in our life always the career life is somehow breaking? There is some problem all the time. It's not smooth. There is always some problem there. Then we have to see second house and fifth house from the Mercury. It will show how our career life is going. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday. So we have question and answer session on Instagram Live. If you have any comments or questions, you are invited to comment below. And if you like the video, please click the like button. If you would like to be notified about similar videos in the future, please click the subscribe button with the bell notification on. So let's go to the session. Second house is very important because it is sustaining us. And basically in the natural zodiac, the sign of the second house is Taurus. And most of people know that the Taurus is loaded by Venus, but we also say that it is loaded by the moon. The second house has to do with our family, the food. It shows our gotra, our community, to which section of society we belong. So it shows also the group, the team we belong to. So in the Shamsa, the second house will show to what team we are belonging, and therefore it is quite important. Second house is also said to be a house of Hari or Vasudeva Kutumbakam. So if there are malefics in the second house, then our family or the Haristana, the Hari is angry with us, we could say, and this family can be a little bit broken. The relationship and the family is broken if we have malefics there. And now this will also depend on the malefics which are in the second house. If, for example, there is Mars, then it can be afflicted due to some kind of conflicts. It is a Saturn, it may be some backbiting, it may be some diseases, it may be some work-related things, and general some that type of stuff. So when we talk about the sustenance, then we also know that the second house from every Karaka and Arudha is very important. For example, the second from Venus will show how the marriage, how our relationship are important in our life. Second from Mercury will show how our career life is important. And also when we talk about the moon, then we know that there are two important yogas, Anabha and Sunabha, which are explained in the Vedic texts. And basically the second house shows how we are joining the working sector, the professional life. So we could say the family, the society, how we are joining that through the work. And the 12th house from the moon will show our marriage, our personal life, and so on. So these are very important. And the Karaka of the second house is Jupiter. And Jupiter is also Dana Karaka, which is related to everything which has some kind of value. Normally we say that the Dana is related to wealth, but it is much more broad. We could say that it is everything related to what we are valuing, right? And especially in the chart, we can see what we are valuing by position of Hora Lagna. So the house in which Hora Lagna is placed, this may tell us what we are valuing in life. Also, the second house from Mercury is very important to judge what is the power of our speech. So this is also very important. Our friendship, also you can see in your chart that your good friends will have the same tattva of the sign of Mercury. For example, I have Mercury in Virgo, and all of my best friends are having the Mercury in the Prithvi Rashi, in the sign of the earth. So when we talk about the sustenance, not only we can see it from Karaka, we can see it also from Arudha, and this will show our health and our married life. So for example, if we see the second house from Arudha Lagna, this will show our health, and this can be also examined for some type of major health challenges. For example, if Venus and Ketu are in second from Arudha Lagna, this may show some kind of blood complaints. Mercury with Ketu can show some ligaments or some challenges related to structure, the bones, the body, and so on. Afflicted Mercury will show basically the corpulence or weight issues. So if you have second from Arudha Lagna afflicted Mercury, then it may show some weight issues, some corpulence, some overweight due to some hormonal imbalance, and Jupiter and Rahu is showing some problems with dentition. We can also see the same from second from Upapada, and this will show the health challenges to our spouse. And not only that, we also know that second from Upapada will show how our married life is going, how it is sustaining. So if that house is weak, then the married life may end. If the second lord from Upapada is weak, then this marriage can break. So therefore, the second house is always very important when we say about sustenance of something, right? So we know that Brahma is creating things, Vishnu is sustaining, the Rudra is destroying. So if we want something to sustain, then we need the power of second house. Therefore, they say that the second house is Hari, the second house is sustenance, the second house is the Vasudev. So it's very much the Sattva energy. We want to thrive. We want things to be continuing life. If you have malefic yoga in the chart, you may also see it is in second house or fifth house from which points? From Mercury, from Venus, which Arudas. Then this will tell you where you can expect some kind of problems in your areas of life, right? So second from Arudha Lagna and seventh from Arudha Lagna, you can also use that to time health. When I will have some health challenges, you can use that also. Second and seventh from Arudha Lagna, if there are some malefics, if there are some problematic yogas, then this may show some health issues. We know also that the second house shows our eyes, and the ninth from the second, which is the 10th house, is showing basically our sight. So if you have any problems, any malefics in 10th house from Moon or 10th house from Lagna, then these people may have some sight issues, some eyes problems. If we open the Varga charts, which are related to specific areas of life, then we have a Navamsha, which is related to relationship. Second house in Navamsha is showing the consumption, what we consume. So if we have a Venus there in second house, it may show many relationship. If it's Ketu in the second house, it's the quite opposite. In D10, as I said, the second house may show start business, because the starting business always depends on the financial ability, right? So if we have this financial resources, financial ability, we are basically starting business. So you will also notice that the person may start the business in the dasha of the second house in the Shamsa. So this is how we can use the timing to time the business, how we can use the second house to time the business. In D4, it is 11th from the fourth house. So it's basically showing how we can earn, how we can gain from properties. And in the chart of the D24, it is basically showing the master's level. Just small recap, the second house natural sign is the Taurus, and the second house is sustaining us, right? So it is very important when it comes to continue something. And we can, if the second house is afflicted, if there are any challenges, then there will be breaks, right? If the second house from Venus have challenges, we will have breaks in the relationship. If second from Mercury is afflicted, we can have break when it comes to finances and career life. Second house from Arudha Lagna may show health challenges. Second house from Upapada will show break to our marriage if there are some afflictions. Second house is also the house of Hari, of Vasudeva, so it shows this energy of person who is sustaining us, giving us food. And also I said that it has to do with sight. At the end, I can also say that second house from Lagna is also used in compatibility, basically when the two people which are forming the relationship, if they have common grahas related to second house, then they say that they may have the similar communities, similar friend circle. So it's quite important because it may also reflect the values. And as you can suspect, many relationships are also having a lot of challenges because of the values. The values are not always the same, and this can create some challenges, which can even sometimes lead to the break of relationship. So the second house is always important to check when we are doing the Sambandha. Okay guys, so that would be it for today. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to be notified about similar videos, please click the subscribe button with the bell notification on. So I wish you happy rest of the week. All the best.